Hey everybody, so we have the Computer PortaCube system home for the weekend since it's a extended weekend. The reason why it's here is we're giving it an upgrade, and it's actually going to be a Wi-Fi upgrade. Never would have thought, but here we are. So the reason why we're giving this system a Wi-Fi upgrade is because the Wi-Fi card I put in this thing does not have Bluetooth support, and I have this really nice set of Bluetooth earphones that would be super great to use. So we're going to be dropping in this TP-Link AC1200 Bluetooth or Wi-Fi Bluetooth PCIe adapter. So what's cool about it is it's essentially just a Wi-Fi card that has a miniature Wi-Fi card on board. So theoretically sometime down the road we could probably swap out that little card and keep using the giant card. I mean, who knows? But anyways, so this system is built in the PVX QPAC 2 case, and I must say the stock ports on this case, they're just trash. The headphone jack has completely had it. Matter of fact, what I did recently was I took this little board out and I desoldered the mic jack, moved it over here, and desoldered the headphone jack and moved it over here, because I was just trying to see if I could get this thing to work halfway decently again, and it just did not. So I'm like, you know what, I'm done with the corded headphones. Besides, the corded headphones I had were trash anyway. One thing I might do in this case one day is I might have to modify this. Too bad these ports are not hidden behind a door. But anyways, let's go and pull the cover off this thing. So the thing about this case is, in order to change out expansion cards, you have to pull the motherboard tray out. So that's one of the things about this case I don't like, is it's a little bit of a pain to work on, but that's what you get with a small form factor case like this. I mean, obviously this thing is portable, so it's the nice thing about it is I can carry it like a suitcase or a briefcase or whatever. Alright, we're going to pull this off here, and so to get the motherboard tray out we have to remove some cables. We got to remove our front panel audio connections, which probably wouldn't need anyhow after this. Unplug our USB header there. The USB ports on this thing are also not the greatest either. They work, but I mean, they're not that great. Now, if memory serves me right, we can leave the button connections, the LED connections, connected to the motherboard. Another thing that we have to remove will be our power supply connections. There's of course a main one up there, and we have this one right here. So we're going to set this camera up. Alright, so I'll go ahead and unplug these connections for the power supply. Kind of a bugger to get to. Alright, I think we might be in the clear now. Then again, you don't really know for sure. All I gotta do is pull this thing out far enough where I can get the Wi-Fi adapter out. That's as far as we need to go with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take out the screws for the motherboard tray. Alright, let's carefully nudge this motherboard tray out of here. Making sure we aren't taking a bunch of stuff with it, which we're going to be taking some things. But alright, we are out as far as we need to go. So right here, you see, is our Wi-Fi card. So we have 2 expansion cards in this thing. Got this capture card, which I never use, but I mean, it's there. I wanted to put it in here that way in case I ever wanted to capture stuff with this machine, I could do that. And of course, here is the Wi-Fi, and it's actually sitting in the what's normally the graphics card slot, but it still functions just fine there. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out. First, we actually have to take these antennas off. Literally, the whole freaking insert just came off. That's wonderful. It didn't break out, it just unscrewed. That's kind of a weird one. On both of them. That's lovely. You know, that was a pretty cheap end Wi-Fi adapter, but I mean, it does the job. It just doesn't have Bluetooth. So I'm going to put these back in. Get you a little better look here. Yeah, so look, these whole pieces just came right out. Wonderful design, I must say. Fantastic design. Jeez. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out the card. Okay. So that's all there is to it. It's called FabSmart. I think I've ordered like 2 or 3 of these things before. I mean, aside from, I guess, these popping out, it's pretty decent little Wi-Fi adapter. It's just a kind of a basic in 802.11n adapter. Not the greatest, but it was like, I think, less than $30. This one here was a bit more expensive. I forget the exact price, but what I'll do is I will either put a link in the description, or I'll put a product link in this video if it's available by purchasing through my video, if you wish. Alrighty. So here is our new Wi-Fi card. Interesting, it has a USB header. Why do we have a USB header? Okay, so here's kind of a weird quirk about this product. So the Bluetooth works through USB, but in case you're wondering, our Wi-Fi adapter on this card is an Intel 7265NGW. So that's what you actually get with this. Alright, so we're going to have to use our included USB cable. It's like, okay. Because I read the instructions just now, and it says that the Bluetooth function will not work if you do not use the included USB cable. I'm like, that's just kind of a weird one. Like, again, you got PCI Express connection to the motherboard. Why do you need a USB connection for the Bluetooth? Plug this in. I'm just going to go and plug it in now because it's going to be kind of a pain to do it once we get it installed in the system. Let's feed this cable in through here. And we'll slide this in. And got these massive antennas to install, which we'll install those here in a little bit. Alright, so now I was going to slide this motherboard tray back in. Being careful to make sure we don't pinch any cables in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and reconnect our cables, which I'll go ahead and first we're going to do our power supply connections. I think last time I worked on this dang thing where I had to take the motherboard tray out, I decided to make it to where I wouldn't have to pop any zip ties this time around. Alright, so we're going to plug back in our audio connections, even though we're probably never going to use those front panel audio connections ever again. We're going to plug in our front USB connections. And our USB connection to the Wi-Fi card. And why did they use a 9/10 whole plastic piece instead of a 5 or 4 piece? That way you're not wasting a USB port on your motherboard. We'll zip tie this in here. Alrighty. So now we'll go ahead and put our cover back on. So another thing I don't like about this case is this cover is kind of a pain to get back on the front, or back on the system, excuse me. Like so many areas where it doesn't want to line up. Like that Ultra Microfly case, they did a much better job with the cover, and I see them not quite lined up on this side, on the right side, my right side. Yeah, the Ultra Microfly MX6 has it's a 3-piece cover rather than this single piece garbage. But the Microfly does not have the carrying handle, which is the big reason why I use this case for this system. Okay, I think we got it that time. Okay, so I'm not going to test the Bluetooth feature in this video, but I'll probably get a little bit of footage of it at least showing up in the system. So yeah, that's putting the Wi-Fi card in this thing. So yeah, the PortaCube, it's a little bit of a pain to work on, but other than that, not too bad. Now of course we can't forget to put our antenna leads on here. Okay, so we are on the PortaCube system. I'm actually using a remote desktop connection. The PortaCube is in the other room, and you can see that we now have Bluetooth. So in devices and parents, you can see the Intel wireless Bluetooth, which, as you can see, appears as a USB device. And over here we have a Bluetooth device under network adapters, and our Intel dual band wireless AC 7265 for our Wi-Fi. Now, for example, on the Mid-Tower Deluxe, if we pull up our device manager, we go to network adapters, we have the Bluetooth device, and for Wi-Fi we have Intel dual band wireless AC 3168. So it's still kind of weird how this little Wi-Fi card on the PortaCube, the Bluetooth runs the USB. It's kind of a weird thing in my opinion, but it's working from what I can see. I have not actually tested it yet, but it does appear. So for example, if I go back to our system here, you can see that we have functioning Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth. So there you go. So anyways, that wraps it up for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video from CubeCreator channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe to the channel and tick the bell so you get notified of a new video I post. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and share this video as well as the channel with your friends to get the word out. In addition, I have a second YouTube channel, that's CubeCompMTDX. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for your support.